Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson boards his plane at London's Heathrow Airport as he heads off for the annual United Nations General Assembly in New York, Sunday, Sept. 22, 2019. B.A.C. via app Stefan Russo Tehran, Iran. The latest on tensions in the Persian Gulf. All times local, 3:45 p.m. Iran is criticizing British Prime Minister Boris Johnson after he said Britain has concluded Iran was responsible for attacks on Saudi Arabia's oil industry. Iran's semi-official ISNA news agency quoted Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Abbas Mousavi condemning fruitless efforts against the Islamic Republic of Iran. Mousavi said the British government should stop selling lethal weapons to Saudi Arabia over its war in Yemen. Johnson told reporters flying with him Sunday to New York for the UN General Assembly that Britain is attributing responsibility with a very high degree of probability to Iran for the Sept. 14 drone and missile attack. Saudi Arabia and the US also blame Iran. Iran denies being responsible. Yemen's Iranian-backed Houthi rebels claimed the attack, though analysts say the cruise missiles used didn't have the range to be fired from Yemen. ____3:30 p.m. Iran's government spokesman says legal proceedings against a British-flagged oil tanker held by Tehran since July have concluded, though he doesn't know when the vessel will leave. Ali Rabieh made the comments Monday amid growing speculation about the fate of the Stena Impero. However, the ship has not turned on its satellite tracking beacon in 58 days, nor has there been any sign that it has left its position off the Iranian coast near the port city of Bandar Abbas. Stena Bulk, the ship's Swedish owners, also has not said anything about the ship's departure. Iran's Revolutionary Guard seized the Stena Impero in July after authorities in Gibraltar seized an Iranian crude oil tanker. That ship has since left Gibraltar, leading to hopes the Stena Impero will be released. ____1:50 p.m. France's president says he still hopes to mediate between Iran and the US to help ease tensions in the Persian Gulf. Speaking to reporters flying with him to the United Nations in New York Sunday, Emmanuel Macron said he remains cautious in attributing responsibility for attacks on oil facilities in Saudi Arabia. The US, Saudi Arabia and Britain blame Iran for the attacks, as President Donald Trump and Iranian President Hassan Rouhani are taking part to the high-level UN meetings. Macron said both protagonists are there. Something may happen. Trump has suggested he is open to meeting the Iranian leader. Macron has taken a leading role in efforts to try to save a 2015 nuclear agreement with Iran, following Trump's decision to pull the US for the deal and impose new sanctions. ____11:05 a.m. Iran's president says his country will offer its own rival security coalition in the Persian Gulf, as the US sends more troops to Saudi Arabia and heads its own regional military coalition. Hassan Rouhani, before traveling to attend the UN meetings, said Monday that Iran will invite all littoral states of the Persian Gulf to join its coalition to guarantee the region's security. He says the initiative is not limited to security, but also encompasses economic cooperation and will be presented in detail at the United Nations. Rouhani describes the coalition as a plan for long-term peace in the area. The proposal comes amid heightened Mideast tensions following a series of attacks, including a missile and drone assault on Saudi Arabia's oil industry that US alleges Iran was behind. Tehran denies the charge and has warned against retaliatory strikes. ____8:30 a.m. UK. Prime Minister Boris Johnson says Britain has concluded Iran was responsible for attacks on oil facilities in Saudi Arabia and the UK. will consider taking part in a US-led military effort to bolster the Gulf Kingdom's defenses. But Johnson also says the UK will work with allies to de-escalate Mideast tensions. Conservative Prime Minister told reporters flying with him Sunday to New York for the UN General Assembly that Britain is attributing responsibility with a very high degree of probability to Iran for the September 14 attack by drones and cruise missiles. Saudi Arabia and the US also blame Iran. The Pentagon announced Friday it will send additional US troops and missile defense equipment to the region. Johnson said, if asked, the UK would consider in what way we could be useful. Let's block ads. Why?